What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the second episode of my podcast, which is crazy, but I still don't have a name for it. But over time, that's gonna get done. But I just care more about making the content, doing what I gotta do, and then everything else will follow. So that's that. So today I bring my this is like my blood brother right here, yo. Like, this is my friend, best friend, brother, everything all in one. I knew this guy since literally we were like since the sandbox days, like kids, yo. My boy Davin. Davin, hold on, bro. Welcome to the pod, bro.
Sure.
What's up with it? All right, Dav. So, as you know, bro, we always touch on a lot of topics here. You know, we hit up things that are like very important to the mind, very important to the heart. So today, a prior episode, Jade and I, we talked about friendship. This episode, I want to talk about the past, the present, and the future. Feel me? A lot of people in life, what we need to start doing more is reflecting, right? When you reflect, you get a chance to look back at the past and see how you're doing. You get a chance to judge what you're doing in the present, and then you get a chance to observe and plan for the future if you prepare wisely. So, Davin, I want to know, even though you still have a whole lot of life to live and there's still so much for you to do, so many things that you haven't seen, there's still a big world out there for you. But I want to know, you as of right now, if you were in the room with Kid Davin, younger version of yourself, do you think he would be proud with the person you became today?
I think Lil Dad would be happy. I think he'd be pretty happy. I don't think he'd believe if I were to go back in time and tell him that he was gonna work at CBS Sports, I don't think he'd believe it. As a kid, I wanted to be a biologist, and later I learned that science and math go hand in hand, and it kind of deterred me ever since.
That, yeah. I like that math.
Yeah, I was good. But after that, I was middle school hit, and that's when hoop dreams started to come about. And so middle school going into high school, I'm thinking, yo, I'm pretty good. Maybe I should pursue this. Maybe I should, get into this. I was really into basketball, just watching it and then just playing it. And I would hit up my dad. I'd be like, yo, I wanna join some camps. I want to join a league of some sort. So yeah, I would hit up my dad saying, yo, I want to get into a league. I want to join a team. All these things, and I would try out. I would do all these things, and I remember I tried out for my school team, and it came down to bias, where the coach of the JV team, we all went to a campus, so there's like four other schools, and I made like one of the final cuts, and she ended up taking this point guard who went to her school, who she already had a relationship with. Oof. And it didn't hurt me a lot, but I was just disappointed. I was surprised. I was disappointed, but not surprised.
It was a done deal.
So once that happened, kind of shattered my hoop dreams in a bit. So, after that, I just had to pivot and, just focus on my studies. But I'm sure younger Dav would definitely be pretty happy about this. And, again, I would just tell him, yo, just chill. There's more coming in the works, so like just, we're like still building. But yeah, I think he'd be pretty happy about this. But to reflect the same question back to you, would younger Matt be proud of where you are right now?
That's a really good question. Honestly, similar to you, like the stuff that I do now, I really had I wouldn't say no interest in it, but something like photography. Like, I never really looked at photography as something that I'll be doing as I got older. Having a camera in my hand, just didn't really think about that. Now poetry I did start way back in elementary, and it's always been something I've taken with me. But I did have other dreams, like Davin said, I feel like every kid's dream is to hoop, to play basketball. And I know for me, I got my chance in high school to play a little bit of ball, but I know middle school is where I really wanted to start, because I feel like the younger you start, the more time you have to develop and get better and everything like that. So I remember like there was tryouts at my school, and my hoop dreams were crushed really early on. So there was tryouts at my school, and I was ready. I always kind of had the height, so like I was like, oh, this is easy pickings. Like I could be the little center, power forward for the team. But my school had other activities, and my mom and dad signed me up for violin. So I'm upstairs in the classroom practicing my G minor. I remember the G string, the A string, the E string. I'm playing the instrument, nice instrument, but it's not something that I wanted to do, And I feel like even my parents noticed that too when they got older. It's like you could push your kid in one direction, but like if that's not in my heart, if that's not in my mind, I'm not going to be passionate. I can get good at it, but if you want to become great at something, you have to be passionate about it. And that's what it's about. But I'll be honest, like before I really found myself in school studying to be a child psychologist, behavioral health therapist, before I found myself like getting into like photography and poetry, I actually wanted to be a scientist. So like I really wanted to I always wanted to find a potion to like keep my parents young. That was like kind of like the thing I wanted as a kid, like just to keep my mom and dad young. But you grow older, reality hits you. And again, I ain't the best at math now. So when I heard science and math was like together, I was like, all right, I'm gonna just push back a little bit. But still, it's pretty cool how your mind could continuously change, like even right now, like, yes, I have an idea of what I'm going for, but who's to say like in the next 20, 30 years, I'm not doing a whole new passion. And I think that's what makes life so exciting is you never know what you're going to be doing in the next year from now, the next month from now, even the next week, like everything is so unpredictable. And I feel like that's the greatest joy about life. Like you can start by doing something and it can totally change. But to get back to your question, I think younger Matt would be proud. I know I'm the same kid. I'm the kid that still watches anime, the kid that still loves to talk about basketball, played a little bit, the kid who still loves to listen to music, read a few books here and there. So I think younger Matt to see older Matt, I think he would be proud. And I think I would tell him too, like, don't rush it. And most importantly, like, be yourself. You're gonna come across certain people or certain situations that's gonna make you want to get out of character or act a certain way. But if you're not yourself, like I always say, like success takes a little bit of creativity but originality. And when you mix it together, you get the best result. Because in a world with millions and millions of people, there is no one else like you. What advice would you give those people who are chasing the same passions and interests as you?
I would strongly urge them to never get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. You probably see yourself thinking, damn, I'm really on top of things. But it only just takes one slip up, and all of a sudden you're as good as your last mistake. So I would just want to tell the kid, just continue to be on your shit, continue to take initiative, continue to have that first person in the gym, last person leaving the gym, always have that mentality, always, just stay on your 10 and, you just go from there. But yeah, just never get comfortable at all.
This has been the second episode of the podcast. I really appreciate my brother Davin for coming on, sharing his piece of advice. Davin, it's always a pleasure. As always, it's my guy here, y'all. But that piece of information, it always resonates. Who knows? Someone might be watching this video who is a photographer, who is an editor, who is someone who is trying to fight to get into that industry of journalism that is a very competitive field. And I hope hearing Davin's advice can definitely help you out. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and see y'all in episode 3 with, we'll see. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching.
Stay authentic.
Stay authentic.